Have you ever considered that the fat might just be in your head? Welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show and this very special bonus series, the 12 Days of Weight Loss. We are moving on to day 6 of the 12 Days of Weight Loss. Hello, welcome back to the JoLynn Braley Show and day 6 of the 12 Days of Weight Loss. How are you doing with this exclusive sub-series? Are you doing the exercises? Are you making progress? If this is your first episode of this exclusive gift that I am gifting for you this holiday season, if day 6 is the first episode that you are listening to, I highly recommend that you go back to the introduction to the 12 Days of Weight Loss and then move on to day 1 and do each of these steps. But even more importantly, head on over to www.fearlessfatloss.com/12 days. That's the number 1, the number 2, and the word days. fearlessfatloss.com/12 days. Opt in with your first name and your email address, and then you will get the exclusive bonus worksheets that accompany each of the lessons in the 12 Days of Weight Loss. And in these worksheets, I have been giving you extra prompts, extra exercises, extra insights, and extra tips to help you get the very most out of the 12 Days of Weight Loss. And these extras that are in the worksheets, I have not been including them in these audios here that I am broadcasting on the JoLynn Braley Show. So the extras are only for those who opt in to get the worksheets. You can get those bonus extras in the worksheets by opting in at www.fearlessfatloss.com. Once again, welcome to the 12 Days of Weight Loss. This is a special sub-series of the JoLynn Braley Show. I am JoLynn Braley, permanent weight loss coach, founder of the Inner Self Diet, the core transformation, step-by-step proven system that sets you free from your binge eating. It sets you free from your emotional eating. It actually heals the root of what is keeping your body fat. The Inner Self Diet is not a food diet. It is not an exercise program. All of my coaching clients, they already know what they need to be doing to lose weight, but they are blocked with their hidden blind spots from doing it. They sabotage themselves. They obsess about food. They are totally stuck, even though they're super smart and they're very successful professionally, which shows that this problem is not about intelligence. Additionally, this problem is not about the holiday season. When you are battling with food addictions, food obsessions, using food to cope with your day-to-day life, using food as your fun, using food as your crutch, binge eating, planning binges, planning weekend binges when you know your husband's going to be out of town, all of these things that you're doing with food that are causing you so much pain and stress and struggle and drama, and they're keeping your body fat, the holiday season, it only intensifies them. And the reason that the holiday season intensifies these problems is because the holiday season, it can be very stressful. It can have so many expectations built in of how it should be and how it should go and where you think that you should be during the holiday season and how you should be feeling. And so it's like the emotional eating that you do during the holiday season, it's 10 times worse than what you do throughout the rest of the year. And what you're already doing the rest of the year is so bad anyway that you might be like some of my coaching clients who, when they first start working with me, they literally hate themselves. They hate themselves. They hate their body. They are really, really, really stuck. And they're good people. They're good people. Like I said before, they're very, very smart. But this problem is not about intelligence, okay? So the work that I do with my coaching clients, the work that I do with my weight loss coaching clients and the inner self diet, it's about the psychology of weight loss. It's about the 92.8% of the problem. 92.8% of the problem is your mindset. It's your head. It's the fat in your head. It's your fat fears. It's your fat mindset. And what is fat specifically? Fat is F-A-T, fear attracting thoughts. You might want to jot that down. Remember that you want to make sure that you get the special bonus worksheets to work through each of these steps here in the 12 days of weight loss. Each of the lessons and the steps in the 12 days of weight loss, they're very simple, but if you don't do them, you won't get anything from them. And you have to do them pen on paper if you want to get the most out of this totally free sub-series of the JoLynn Braley Show. If you actually want to get some kind of a shift, then you need to do these steps pen on paper, and you want to do them in order because each of these lessons builds upon the previous lessons. Okay? So now we're moving on to the psychology of weight loss. Today on day 6, this is about you identifying what is the state of your mindset. What is the psychology that you are running? Is it a thin, fit, healthy psychological program, a piece of software that you are running right now? Or is the psychological software that you are running, is it full of fear, drama, despair, depression, hopelessness? Is it a piece of software that is keeping you fat? F-A-T, fear attracting thoughts. Are you running software in your mind? Okay, this is the psychology of weight loss. It is the inner self-talk. It is the inner self-programming. Okay, it's what you are doing to yourself in your thinking patterns and in the way that you look at weight loss, your beliefs about it, is the psychology pattern and the psychology software that you are running within yourself, within your inner self. Is it a thin psychology or is it a fat psychology? Because this is everything right here. This is everything. If your mindset is fat, your body has to match. And it doesn't mean that you're stupid, because I'm sure that you're not. I bet that you are just like my awesome, awesome coaching clients. You're really smart and successful in your professional work life, whether you have a career or you have your own business. You're rocking it. There's no doubt about it. And you have so much information about healthy eating, nutrition, exercise. You could probably teach a class on it. You know, I have actually had coaching clients who had degrees in nutrition, but they were still overweight or obese. So this problem is not about intelligence. If it were, you could have solved it years and years and years and years ago all by yourself. Don't you agree? So then why can't you solve it all by yourself just using your intelligent mind? Because it's not going to respond to analytical thought. It's not going to respond to logic. And you have to go so much deeper than that. And you also have to be able to have an objective view about the root of these problems that are plaguing you. And how can you be objective by yourself when you've been struggling with these food and weight struggles since you were a kid? How can you do that? This is why coaching is so highly, highly, highly valuable and highly sought out. This is why all of the smart people, like my coaching clients, they reach out and they get the right coach in their corner because they know that they deserve better, but they don't know how to do it. They know that they deserve to feel good in their own skin, but they don't know how to get those results because all they know is what they've been brainwashed with a lifetime by the mainstream diet industry that tells them and you and everybody else that, hey, you just need to do this food diet and everything's going to be fine. If that were the case, and we're talking about assuming that the food diet is a healthy eating plan, if that were the case that the food diet would fix everything, then why are you still having a problem? Why don't you stick with it? Why do you sabotage yourself? Why do you still go back to your old eating habits? Does this make sense? So if you don't address what is 92.8% of the problem, and that's the psychology of weight loss, that has to do with your inner self. If you don't address that, then you just have to accept and take full responsibility for continuing to struggle. Now, what I am offering you here in this 12 days of weight loss are these simple daily steps, and especially when you get the worksheets, you're going to get the extras that will help you even more. I am offering you steps that you can do on your own to begin gaining clarity and insight into what exactly is stopping you from losing weight and keeping it off. You know what's interesting, though, is if you do not have a coach in your corner, it's very, very, very likely that even if you started at the introduction to the 12 days of weight loss, you haven't done the written steps. You've only listened to the podcast episodes of the 12 days of weight loss. And maybe you opted in for the worksheets, but you're just downloading them and collecting them, and you're not taking action. And why would a person do that to themselves? Because you need accountability, which is what you get from the right coach. You need confidence, which is what you get from the right coach. You need to raise your belief in yourself, which is what you get from the right coach to learn how to raise that belief and have that confidence in yourself. And you have to take action, which is where the accountability comes in. It's so important that you have the right coach who helps you feel hopeful, feel that it really is possible for you to finally change these things that you feel so bad about. That's the number one thing that I hear from new coaching clients is when we're on the phone together on that first weight loss discovery session call, and they say to me, I feel hopeful. I actually am feeling hopeful now that I can really do this. I hear that all the time. And it's because I believe in them, because I've already talked to them and I've found out what is going on with them personally on that one-on-one phone call, that private call. I have taken notes. I have asked many questions, and I've gotten to the point where I know that I can help them after speaking with them and asking them the specific questions that help me know if or how I can help them. And when I share with them, yeah, you know what, I can really help you, they feel hopeful after years of feeling despair. And they just don't want to waste any more time. They don't want to waste any more time. They don't want to feel bad about themselves anymore. And they want to start succeeding. So when you get the right coach in your corner, you can really start making fast progress and start taking that action that you're unable to take on your own. Start following through, start staying consistent, and getting the results that you want to actually unravel these barriers that you've never been able to break down and bust through on your own because they're blind spots. You can't see them. But when you have a professionally trained coach who specializes in these specific eating problems, then you can really set yourself up for success. And then you're really, really smart because you're making the best use of your time and the best use of your resources. And you're putting your intelligent mind to work on working steps that will actually help you break free. Steps that go far beyond this 12 days of weight loss, because all I can do in this 12 days of weight loss is give you things that you can do on your own, but you don't have the two-way communication. You don't have the feedback. You don't have the confidence building. You don't have the accountability. You don't have the communication. You don't have the interaction and the commitment that you get when you're working personally with the right coach who can really help you break free. All right? Does this make sense? So it really all comes down to what you want for yourself, what results you want, and also what you believe you deserve. Because if your self-worth is so low that you never do anything for yourself but eat more food to try to feel better, then you're going to be pretty stuck until you make a different decision. So today, on day 6 of the 12 days of weight loss, your exercise is to use pen and paper and write out what is the current state of your mindset. Where are you coming from in your own head? How do you think about weight loss? What are your beliefs about weight loss? What about permanent weight loss? Okay, so in the worksheet, I'm going to give you a specific outline for day 6, and I'll give you 3 specific questions which will make more sense because they'll be in writing, and then in the worksheet, there is space for you to write out your answers to each question. But if you're not getting the worksheets, you can just do the free form of what I'm sharing with you here of, write out what is the state of your mindset. And does that mindset that you currently have, is it a weight loss mindset or is it a fat mindset? And the ultimate test of whether or not you have a weight loss mindset right now, if you have a weight loss mindset, then all of those excuses that you wrote down on day 3, you don't use excuses. There's nothing stopping you. You're already living healthy and fit. You're not struggling with overeating and mindless eating or boredom eating or stress eating or emotional eating or binge eating or compulsive overeating or food obsessions. You're not struggling with the food and weight topic. You're just living healthy and fit. And maybe you happened upon the 12 days of weight loss because maybe you've eaten a couple of extra holiday cookies, but throughout the rest of the year, you really don't have a problem with this topic. If those are the results that you live throughout your entire year, where it's just not a big deal for you to live a healthy lifestyle, then you already have the right mindset because you're not sabotaging yourself. You're not getting in your own way. You're not doubting yourself. You're not holding yourself back, right? However, if your mindset is fat, then even imagining trying to lose weight again, you don't feel very hopeful, and you're definitely not getting the results that you want to have. You might be telling yourself that you're going to make another New Year's resolution to lose weight, and you might be thinking that, oh, well, once I get to January 1st, well, not January 1st because that's not going to work because that's a holiday, right? So I got to wait till January 2nd. Oh, but January 2nd is a Wednesday. Oh, well, maybe I should wait until Monday. And now you're already back into the same old patterns. What has changed? When you heal your inner self, you don't do those things anymore. You don't do those things, and you don't gain 10 or 20 pounds each holiday season. Imagine that. Imagine if next year, if you could just go through the holiday season, and even if you felt stressed out because it's the holiday season, what if you didn't use food to try to comfort yourself? What would life be like then for you if you could master the psychology of weight loss, which is 92.8% of the problem? What if you could master that, get a weight loss mindset, and stop this struggle? Become normal with food. Would it be easy for you to lose weight then if you could do that? If you could get a weight loss mindset, and if it could become no big deal for you to live a healthy and fit lifestyle, no matter what time of year, how easy would it be for you to lose weight and keep it off? Does this make sense? Mindset is 92.8% of the challenge. All right, so write it all out, pen on paper. What is the current state of your mindset? And what are the results that you're getting? What are the results? How much do you weigh? How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about your body? Are you happy with your body, with the state of your weight? All of that good stuff. Those are the results which match your mindset. So if your mindset is fat, your body's going to be fat. If your mindset is fit, if you have the right psychology, if you have a weight loss mindset, then it's not a big deal for you to live a healthy lifestyle. Okay, is this making sense? It's the bedrock. It's the foundation of everything. And this is the stuff that nobody else is talking about. And maybe this is why when you go to fearlessfatloss.com/blog, and up in the top menu where the word testimonials is written, it's posted there, and you click on that, maybe the psychology of weight loss and the work that I do with my coaching clients in the Inner Self Diet is why I have all of that written feedback on fearlessfatloss.com in that testimonials section. Maybe that's why I have all of those audio interviews with graduates of the Inner Self Diet where they talk about their breakthroughs and how they stop struggling with food and their weight. And maybe that's why I have those videos of coaching clients. And all of these are over at fearlessfatloss.com/blog. And they're in that testimonials button. It's not really a button. It's the word testimonials, but you can click on it. There's also videos listed in the right-hand sidebar of fearlessfatloss.com/blog. Maybe the reason that I have all of that amazing feedback from clients I've worked with is because there really is something to this. Maybe the psychology of weight loss and healing your inner self, maybe that really is the answer. Maybe it really is smart to address what is 92.8% of the problem. Hey, we will be back tomorrow with day 7 of the 12 days of weight loss. Oh, and if you actually want to end your food and weight struggles and do it in 8 weeks or less, then your first step will be found at www.discovery-session.com. That's where you can opt in and complete an application for a complimentary one-on-one weight loss discovery session with me. That's for you if you'd love to stop wondering why you're so smart and successful professionally, but you've never been able to win permanently at this food and weight issue, and you constantly backslide and sabotage yourself, even though you know almost everything, it seems, about nutrition and exercise. So you're not lacking healthy weight loss information, The problem is that you haven't been able to do it and stick with it. And you're definitely not dumb. That is for sure. Totally for sure. If you are serious about putting an end to your food and weight struggles once and for all, if you are determined that you're not going to waste another year battling this stuff all alone when you've already proven that you're not getting anywhere, it's not working, then start by going over to www.discovery-session.com. Start by opting in there. I am JoLynn Braley, permanent weight loss coach, founder of the Inner Self Diet, the diet that is not the kind of diet that you expect. It's a mental diet, really. Actually, it's a mental, emotional, and spiritual diet. It is the solution that heals the root of the real problem. I wish you your best life living inside of your ideal body.